Hello everybody and welcome to another Thrillridesphotography vlog, and we are here today for the annual Pass Fright Night event here at Thorpe Park. And today I am joined by Paul.
Hello.
Here he is. And then we got Ian and Steph finally as well. She's actually come out for once. So yeah, looking forward to the only 3 hours of mazes. So we are booked in for trailers at 6, and then we've also then got Creek Massacre at 8 o'clock. Other than that, we are here for 20 years of fear. I'm going to see what else is around the park in terms of roaming actors, scare zones. I've heard there's quite a lot this year, so I'm looking forward to kind of doing that and seeing what they've got. So here we go, guys. We're going over first of all to trailers. We're going to wait in the queue because I think that's going to be where everyone's going first. And yeah, we'll give you my review when we come out. Okay, so I've just come off trailers. Well, first not just come off, I've come off twice. So the first time I actually went on it, we went all the way around, pretty much near the end, and we got an evac. So we had to go all the way back round and wait in the queue for around about 20 minutes for it to get restarted and rebooted. And then they kind of waited and then let us through again to complete another go round, which is quite good. First of all, what I'd say is the two different kind of run-throughs were totally different to each other. It was absolutely crazy, the difference between the two. The first one just didn't seem as intense really as the kind of as the second one. There seemed to be more actors. In the second time we went through, there were some really fantastic scenes in this second one. You know, that kind of was really good. That completely got missed in the actual first one as well. So, you know, just from that literally evac to the next one, the difference in actors that was in there was absolutely crazy. There are some really good bits in there as well. You know, it does feel kind of sometimes you're just walking through bits. I know a lot of people are rating it really highly. I think it's good. I don't think it's the greatest, but there are some moments of brilliance in there which I love. I love the actual pyrotechnics in there. I love the bed scene that's in there. That's really good. There's a bit where there's some models in there which look fantastic as well, and there's a bit of the big top area as well, which as you're going through is fantastic. I'm not going to give too much away, I don't think I need to, but you know, in terms of the actual event itself, the actual walkthrough itself, you know, it was very good. It just wasn't, you know, a fantastic, amazing. But yeah, we paid £5, so at the moment it's half price for pass holders, and £5, yeah, I think I would pay £5 to go on that. Would I go on it again? Maybe later on when I forgot about it a little bit more, but at this moment in time I don't think I'd go on it again till further on, probably into the actual event itself, you know, probably towards the end. But yeah, great addition. The staff were okay in terms of when we got evacs as well, looking after us, having a chat to us as well. But yeah, not too bad at all. In terms of where I sit it, I'd probably say around about a 7 out of 10 really, in terms of mazes themselves. You know, it's quite fun. Bit moments of kind of just sameness in there. I like the RMC Thorpe Park 2012, as if that's ever going to happen. But yeah, it's good to have it in there, joking around with us fanboys. But yeah, I just can't see that happening. By now, something would have been revealed, and it definitely hasn't this time. So yeah, so at the moment, I'm just kind of, we've got Paul that's gone off now to do platform 15. I'm not actually going to do that because every time I've done it so far, press event and non, I haven't really had fun doing it really. It's not been, you know, not been amazing. So I didn't want to do it. I'm waiting for Creek Massacre, which I've got played later on at 8 o'clock. But at the moment, with evac going down, we've literally wasted around about half an hour of the night. And bearing in mind we're only here for 3 hours. So yeah, I'm going to go and have a look around. I'm going to go over towards Stealth now, get on there a little bit, just try and get a ride on there, kind of a bit more of a night ride, because as you can see at the moment it is quite dark. It's getting dark here already. So yeah, I'm going to get over there and try and get a few pictures, and then I'm going to get a ride on, well, a slightly dark ride on stealth. So here we go.
I said it's not the night to fight, but let's see what the guys in blue have in store for the creatures of the night. Fight for your right to love, gang.
When you cross one of the lichens. It's sweet dreams for you, Amity.
With all the fighting, we better scram, especially you, Lycans.
Amity and Lycan Thorpe High, how dare you disobey the only rule we have? If you think the Vipers are scary, wait until I get a hold of you. My bark is nowhere near as bad as my bite. Now let's break this up and marry the night.
So there we go, the Amity High show, and yeah, for me that show was absolutely brilliant. It really was. I kind of came in around probably 5 minutes into that, and yeah, it was absolutely going. What I'd probably say is I think the volume was a little bit too low for my liking. I think it needs to be turned up a little bit, but I believe they are actually going to be turning it up from tomorrow, which I think is probably a good thing really. But the actual show itself, the dancers give it all. It was a fantastic show, and probably the highlight so far, to be fair, probably more than probably trailers. But yeah, the plan is now is we're in the dark. We're in the dark to go on a B&M inverted coaster. We're going on Nemesis Inferno, and literally the lights are completely out on this ride, apart from the screens here and the little one there. The whole ride is pretty much in darkness, so it's going to be great to actually go on it. You can barely see it, to be honest. So this is probably going to be quite a dark, kind of intense ride, and the B&Ms kind of deliver that in the dark as well. So here we go. We're walking through the cattle pen, and it's time to get on the B&M Classic. Wow, what a ride there on Nemesis Inferno, pretty much in the dark. It's a fantastic ride there, and yeah, I was kind of put towards the second row. Unfortunately, the top of the back of the train was already taken up, so they wouldn't let you wait or anything as well, even though there's nobody waiting at all. But yeah, fantastic ride there, 2 great experiences. Stealth first of all was fantastic, and also this in the dark as well really makes for an absolutely great ride there. So yeah, I'm going to try and get over now to Colossus and hopefully get on that and see what that kind of riding like as well. But so far, 2 great rides on 2 great coasters.
With bodies of straw and no beat of your heart, let's hope the birds pull you apart. With no brain to function and no bones to move, your heart and purpose all removed. And the meadows are sealed until Halloween night.
So at the moment I haven't really gone on Saw. I got sidetracked really. The Crow's Scare Zone walkthrough for me is probably one of the best things here so far. You know, it was brilliant. It really was. Yes, there isn't many actors in there. I get that, but it's a scare zone, and yeah, they did a really good job. I just like there's so much good stuff to it, really, including kind of the actual volcanoes or the fires that it looks like in there as well. There's some really good stuff going on in there. Really enjoyed it. But guess what I found, guys? I have found a beer. So there's always, every time I go to a theme park, I always can smell out the beer. And yeah, £2.13 I think it was, with £2.16 with annual pass discount. And it's the same beer that they got left over from Oktoberfest as well. So quickly, I didn't do platform 15, but Paul did. So just quickly get his reaction to what he thought of it. Paul, what did you think of platform 15?
Oh dear. Well, when this goes out, there won't be any spoilers. I used to love this attraction. It used to be the best attraction by a country mile here. Nothing happens. Nothing happens at all. So you go in the bin bag tunnel, which used to be the exit. And then I thought, right, no bin bag tunnel, so we got the house. Something's going to happen in the house. No actors, no one on the stairs, no one waiting to jump out. Just a couple of mute characters sort of walking around as part of the storyline. We turn the corner to the train. The train is on its side, the Canada Creek Railway. There's flames. There's one or two scare actors jump out, but that's about it. And then you turn up at what's behind Timber Tugboat. And I'm thinking, well, there's going to be a massive final scene because literally nothing's happened. We've literally just walked. And there's half a bin bag tunnel and nothing happens. So 4 out of 10, I'm afraid. Very, very poor. I paid £5 for that. I wouldn't have paid the Crows. The Crows was 10 times better.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on. Maybe they might sort it out. But reversing the route like they've done the last couple of years, it's just nothing happens.
No.
Literally, I walked through. It looked fantastic, but there was no one in it.
No.
And the group that I was with, there's some a few YouTubers and people. We all sort of looked at each other and went, "Something's supposed to happen."
Yeah.
So either they've missed it, or that was it. So very disappointed with that. But I had good rides on Colossus and Saw.
Oh, there we go. So it kind of made up for it in that sense as
and
well.
The Crows is the best thing I've seen here so far.
Definitely. I really enjoyed that. Actually, I think it was fantastic. I want to get round again to kind of just do a kind of another video of it, really. But yeah, really enjoyed that. And again, the dancers is also another great one. The show in the middle, kind of, you know, they've got the stage there. I haven't even seen it going yet. You've just got the actors going in at the moment. I'm hopefully going to be able to get over there in a bit, and the show's in full effect to be able to see what's going on there. But I'm going to drink my beer as quick as we can, and then we're going to get over to Creek Freak Massacre because we're booked in for 8 o'clock.
I could have waited. They're only running one train at the wall. Yeah. I could have waited for front row, but it was alright. Lucky. Saw was brutal. You know, normally it breaks, but it didn't seem like it breaks.
Okay, it's time for Creek Freak Massacre, and yes, so far we've come into the area. Not seems to be much going on at this moment in time, so hopefully you'll kind of get something in a bit. I thought there was kind of a walkthrough that they did beforehand, but at the moment, just coming straight into this area, can't really see anything at all. So here we go, guys. We're going to go into the queue line now for Creek Freak Massacre. Creek Freak Massacre. Well, what can I say really? There's some bits in it, but it was pretty good. So the strobe lighting effects in there and the guy with a chainsaw coming at you in that actual area was brilliant. Other than that, there's some moments in there that are just corridor a massacre. It really is. There isn't that many great kind of moments in there. It's really weird. We was kind of walking around at some point and just going like we're in another another corridor with no one in it. So it's just really weird. And second of all, if you're going to put people down in that little kind of that cubby hole into that tunnel, make sure it don't stink. Literally, I'm covered in crap. Don't know if you can see that. Literally, guests shouldn't have to come to a theme park and crawl through mud a part of a scare maze, and it absolutely stunk in there. All it needs is a bit of a clean. That's all it needs. If you need a bit of bleach, let me know, and I'll come in there and clean it for you. Paul, what do you think?
Well, this will go out afterwards, so no spoilers. 5 out of 10. The opening is exactly the same as it was a few years ago. The scene with the guy with the chainsaw and the leg cutting, that was good.
Yep.
The strobe lighting threw me out for about 10 seconds, that was good. And the hanging bodies, that was good. And the smells have been brilliant in all the mazes, but
yeah,
it's just much ado about muchness. It's like walking through corridors.
Yeah. What was it, about 4 corridors without no one in it we went through,
that whole
all at
thing
the same
lasted
point?
about 2 minutes. And
yeah.
Tully's was 10-12 minutes, some of their scares. You know, I know it's a different budget, I know it's a different thing, and I want to support these things, but I've done it once, I won't be doing it again.
Yeah,
you know,
I agree.
Some of it looked good, some of it smelt good,
yeah,
and the actors are trying their hardest, but it's just a lot of walking around, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of emptiness. The Crows was the best thing so far.
Yeah. It's a bit of a shame. I think the problem is now he's so known. Like you know the chainsaw's going to come out at the end. You know, it's just, I don't know, it's just a bit poor really. I said they're doing a fantastic job in there, by the way. I just don't think they have the budget. Bearing in mind you have to pay for these now as well, which makes it a different ballpark. But they don't have the budget. It wasn't really full at all. And like I said, to go through about 4 corridors of absolutely nothing is not acceptable. And I'm not going to get scared by kind of some cloths hanging from the ceiling. I definitely aren't. If that's what you're going to put into an actual corridor to scare people, it's not going to be good enough at all. So with that, platform 14 and Creek Freak.
15, platform 15.
15, sorry, and Quick Freak. It's not really the scares though. You know, mazes aren't
no, I mean,
anywhere.
I've given it a combined total of 16 out of 30, so just over 50%.
And that's paid as well, where before, you know, they were kind of included and stuff. So yeah, bit of a shame really. For me, I think the best part of this event is actually the free things.
Yeah, the Crows.
The free things.
There's more actors in the Crows than there was there.
Yeah, and the dances as well. The dancers, I don't know what they're trying to do, push more into that to then get people to buy their tickets for these things here. But I mean, there's so many dancers. There's more dancers out there than there is actually anywhere in the mazes. Bit of a shame really. Like I said, you know, if you need it cleaned, let me know. I'll go in there and give it a nice little clean.
It's opening night tomorrow, isn't it? I reckon there's staff on rest days and refueling and whatever. But, you know, parts of the park look great. There's some smoke effects. There's some lighting. The rides are decent. But, I don't know, maybe we're spoilt and oversaturated with, you know, Extreme Screen, Tully's, the US offering, you know, Scarefest.
You know, Energylandia, their events, they are, you know, top quality. Wallaby Holland as well, do some fantastic, maybe so, but at the end of the day, it's still an event, and it's also a pass holder event as well, where, you know, they should be shining. I think at the end of the day, these are your guaranteed people to come in and spend money. You know, your clientele for coming in for customers don't always come in, they come in once every year. You know, we're here every month probably, and not to put much on for us, it's just not good. And to say we had to wait again because it evac'd again outside of there, it's a 3-hour event, don't forget, and we've had to wait what?
An hour at least in
probably
queues.
An hour probably in queues, just waiting for it to be reset by his duty manager. So yeah, we're going to carry on round now. I'm not putting dampeners on the night. I just think at the end of the day, I think, you know, sometimes you have to kind of tell, you know, your story of events. Hopefully finally going to go and see the show in the middle now. There's a massive stage out there and still we haven't seen anything happen on there. So hopefully now we're going to go over and hopefully record some of the bits over in the show area, which I think is the birthday surprise, I think it is. So let's go over and see if we can see anything happening over there.
Rangers, and at the end of every show, we love sing melody, boys and girls we know. It's the bestest job in all the land. None of us would swap for anything. People come for miles to see our band, and all the sky just to hear us sing. We are the Thunder, the Rangers. We have degrees just in fun, and you won't want to leave them home when it's done. Get off.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We're still training them. We'll see you shortly. Come back here. Wasn't even the real Rangers. Where'd you have them? Terrible.
Stay away! Stay out this distance!
Away!
Yes!
Clear off, citizens!
Wants to go home.
Well, the same will happen to you. Clear off, I say!
Let this be a lesson. You join the unsound and you will end up like them, weak and defeated. Join the Hornets and you can rise above humanity. That's a promise.
I left my weavers over there, one of the Hornets. I'd like to get back. I don't want to go over there because the Hornets over there and they look very nice.
So the time is 9 o'clock and Thorpe Park has closed. So even with due to the technical issues that they had, unfortunately it still didn't stay open. So yeah, it is pretty much done. In terms of the overall actual event so far, I'm going to have to say my best moments from this was actually the free stuff. So anything that was paid for unfortunately just doesn't live up to the £5 payment, I'd probably say. But the actual scare zones have been fantastic. Really enjoyed them. The only thing that really I didn't get to see the whole lot of was the actual birthday bash, which unfortunately I only got to see the last little bit of it, but that did look fun. You know, it could just be a one-off. It could just be that I've come on a day where they're just still learning, they're still new. But like I said before, the annual pass people are the people that, like, you know, there's guaranteed money coming into the park, and you'd be the, you know, the ones that you try and impress the most, really. Yeah, so to get a kind of event like we have, a little bit of a shame, really. I haven't looked at any of the press stuff from yesterday, so I don't know if it's the same for there. Obviously, I feel that sometimes, you know, the opinions could be made differently because they are a part of the press, or, you know, been invited by the park. Where these ones, you know, they are kind of a guaranteed ticket if you are an annual pass holder. Yeah, so just speak to Paul, see what Paul thinks. Paul, what do you reckon of today's event?
I'm pleased I've come.
Yep.
Because now I know I won't be paying 10 quid for any of them. And I'm not tight, it's just... each of those mazes, no longer than 2 minutes each, you know. And regardless of paying, if you're not going to have 7 or 8 mazes like they tried a couple of years ago, have 3 really good ones. You've got quite a lot of footprint, even over the back of the swarm where the Sanctum used to be. Use that land, put something big in, but it was just a lot of walking through corridors.
Yeah.
And empty corridors at that. And you know, where you know, it's harsh to compare it to a Tully's or something like that. Who, you know, it's their bread and butter. This is a theme park adding on a few thrills, but I concur with yourself. Like the best stuff was the free stuff.
Yeah.
The actors in the Crows were good. We just met them walking past, still in character.
Yeah.
The birthday bash, we had a laugh with a few of those people, and one or two other people scattered around the park. But yeah, it's very much done on a budget tonight. And as Paul said, you know, they want to impress us, so we buy our kids annual passes and stuff like that. And this feels like it's been really done on the cheap. Massively. A lot of the rides aren't open, a lot of the rides are delayed, which means they're closed.
Yeah.
Not a lot open at all, really.
No.
I enjoyed it. I'm pleased I come. I've seen a lot of people I know and said hello to some people I talked to and that, so that's always good.
Yeah.
They love a banner, they love a flag.
I think tonight's probably been a flop for them because there is not that many people here compared to what I've kind of done before for pass holders. And, you know, you want people spending money and...
There's nothing open to spend money on.
No. Well, there isn't, no, not at all. I mean, I just literally found the beer counter by just walking through the Crow walk-through, really. But I don't know, I feel it's been slightly a flop tonight because there's not been that many people here. And the people that are here, they should have been impressed. And they just didn't, I just don't think
Legacy
in my...
being a prime example, that's the showpiece. Why isn't it on tonight?
Yeah, so that's there. Yeah, that's apparently supposed to be...
It obviously cost a lot of money to run, but put it on for us and we're all going to gush about it. I think maybe too many press clips, too many of the same old people saying the same old thing. No disrespect, I like a lot of those people. Right, they've all filtered through on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's now Thursday, everyone's a bit tired of it, you know. So the park is probably... If I've seen 1,000 people here, I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
I'd be really surprised.
Definitely.
And then to have to wait, I know technical mishaps happen, but then to have to wait 30, 40 minutes in the queue for an A's, and then you're out of it in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I'm not. I've enjoyed coming because I like coming here at night.
Yeah, definitely.
I had a couple of good night rides, but you know, the stuff around the park's good. There's some good features. There's some nice smoke and stuff, and the smells in all the mazes. The smells were brilliant.
Yeah.
But it says a lot, really, when the best thing of the whole evening was the Crows walkthrough.
Yeah.
For me. Fabulous.
Definitely. Yeah. What a shame. Really is. I echo pretty much most of that. I really do. I think it's a bit of a shame, really, when they you know, they get voted for, you know, being such a good kind of you know, scare kind of zones, scare actors and stuff as well, to get this. Yeah, a bit of a shame, and to literally just close at 9 o'clock as well. Just like to say, well, stuff you guys, see you later. You know, and I know, I get it. I know it's supposed to be shutting at 9, but when a few things have happened and it's not quite gone as right as it should have done, you know, a little bit more would have been quite nice. It really could have done. But yeah, that is it. Like I said, it could just be a one-off. It could be that we've just had, you know, things. But
bad luck, it happens. And
but
the staff have started.
They've tried, haven't they?
Everyone we've met, they look a bit jaded, to be honest. So they're worn out as well.
Yeah, I mean, it could be that they were just expecting more tonight and they just didn't get it. But it wasn't just us. I mean, we spoke to quite a few people tonight, whether they say that on camera or not. But a lot of people that we spoke to tonight were really disappointed. You know, I've drove 2 hours each way to come to this tonight for 3 hours, you know, and yeah, it's just a little bit poor, really, a bit of pill to swallow, you know, unfortunately. So, but yeah, that's it. That is it from the pass holders Fright night. I'll hopefully come back at some point, hopefully, where there's a bit of a longer day. That'd be quite good. But that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching from Paul and Paul, and we'll catch your ass down the road.